Hello and good morning, everyone. Pleasure to see you all online for this short presentation by me on AI for HR, delivering tangible benefits to elevate employee experience. Really happy to be here and present today. My name is Nicolai. I'm Senior Director at Gavdri Group, working with SAP and SAP SuccessFactors for HR, implementation advisory support to support our clients with an enterprise HCM solution. So we'll jump right into it today. And the agenda for the next 30 minutes or so is around enterprise AI by SAP, how that works. A bit about how we are going to work with AI agents in the future and also HR agents called with so-called agentic AI. You might have heard something about this latest or even today, so we'll dive into that a bit more. That will be connected to HR use cases, and I will give you a live demonstration of how AI works in SAP SuccessFactors. And then we'll wrap it up with some key takeaways. I bet some of you on the meeting today or the event are already SAP customers. You might even be SAP SuccessFactors customers. So you might well recognize something we're talking about today here as part of the SAP Business Suite. And some of you out there might not know SAP or might have looked at SAP SuccessFactors before, or even going to look at replacing your HCM solution. So hopefully I'll be able to inspire you a bit about AI in HR and how an AI-driven HCM solution can support the employee experience. Feel free to post questions in the Q&A section, not in the chat, I was told, but in the Q&A, and then we will follow up accordingly. So AI is everywhere. It is across the full enterprise solution. And when we talk about SAP Business AI, we're not only talking about a separate product, we're talking about embedded intelligence everywhere. It is built into the core of the SAP portfolio across functions, ERP, finance, supply chain, procurement, obviously HR, customer experience, and IT. And this is what makes it so powerful as connected within the SAP Business Suite using the AI. So whether it's predicting cash flow, optimizing supply chain planning, recommending learning paths, or guiding managers through complex HR decisions, AI is embedded in the business context where the work actually happens. So we're not working with AI in Claude or in Perplexity or ChatGPT or Copilot. We're working with AI in the application layer where the work actually happens. So for enterprises, this means unlocking value everywhere from operational efficiency to strategic decision making. And for employees, it means a better experience, simple, faster, and more meaningful interactions with the system they use. So the SAP Business AI is intelligence you just don't access. It's something that works next to you everywhere across the processes in your daily work. If we look at the SAP Business Suite, we have a set of basically applications as part of the architecture here. So when we look at the Cloud ERP, which is the foundation for this, built on Business Data Cloud, we have access to all the data across every process in the enterprise. So combining this, we don't need a third application for payroll. We don't need a fourth application for performance management or for customer experience, financial management, etc. It is built directly as part of the suite. And as you might know, AI is working with data, and you need your data in place and proper data to execute on your AI strategy and functionality. So this is covered together with the Business Data Cloud built on the Business Technology Platform, where we are also able to build specific customer applications, meaning if you have a specific process in your organization and your HR solution, i.e. SuccessFactors, does not support that out of the box, we can build apps directly in the Business Technology Platform. Doing that also means that AI is integrated as part of these applications, whether it's standard or custom built, across the lifecycle and across the ecosystem you operate in. So those are the core applications as part of the business suite, again, across financial management, spend management, supply chain, obviously human capital management, which we on this call are very interested in, and customer experience. The outer ring highlights the dual agents orchestrating end-to-end business process. These are domain-specific agents working as co-pilots, deeply embedded in the business context. For instance, HR agents streamline core HR talent and time process, could even streamline or can even streamline payroll processes, as all of this is built on data across the ERP and HCM suite. So Joule, which we will go more into, and the Joule agents is not another chatbot. So it's not another ChatGPT or another Perplexity or Claude or Mistral. It is directly embedded in the AI layer across the enterprise, turning complex workflows into simple human conversations. I bet you have all experienced deploying a new system, could be a new HR system, and you need to train and explain your users and managers how they perform a given task in a user experience, in a user interface that they haven't seen before, or that maybe they worked with SuccessFactors before, but now it's a couple of years ago and the solution has evolved. AI will help on that, meaning managers, employees, and users can directly interact as a chatbot with the application. So this also means when we look at these applications, the enterprise is shifting from application layer and interfaces to AI-powered agents that understand context, execute tasks, and orchestrate processes across the business. Imagine instead of going to an actual application, let's say SuccessFactors, for approving a promotion for an employee, the manager would proactively get an HR agent saying, "Dear manager, there is a request for promotion for this employee. I have looked into the background. Performance is good. Salary is aligned with the pay range and strategy, but I need your formal approval to do this." So all the legwork and the groundwork is already done by the AI agent, and the manager in this case would then have to approve or decline the request with the information that the AI agent provided. So Joule are this new super orchestrator across end-to-end processes. It intelligently connects and manages AI across the suite and orchestrates these processes with embedded AI capabilities, which we're going to look at later on. Everything around SAP AI are strategic AI partnerships, as shown on the slide here, with Anthropic, AWS, Databricks, and so forth, with built-in ethics and compliance. So this is secure, responsible, and reliable for your organization to deploy and use as part of your business transformation. So making your organization run better and benefit from business AI, we can think of it across three dimensions: processes, people, and technology. Processes is where AI enhances and improves business operations across functions, creating real competitive advantage by removing inefficiencies and connecting workflows end to end. This is part of the previous slides with the Joule agents across the business suite. Secondly, people AI supports individuals by acting as a personal assistant or co-pilot. It helps people work smarter and not harder by automating repetitive tasks and improving the quality and impact of their work. And finally, technology is the foundation. Powerful, intelligent platforms such as SAP enables process automation, integration, and data-driven decision-making at scale, meaning together these areas, processes, people, and technology, represent the full spectrum of how business AI transform the way organizations operate and perform. And I will bet your managers out there, they go to ChatGPT and create a job description for their new job requisition they're posting on your website. Why do that when you can embed things directly into your processes using people and technology for that? So diving into a bit more on the HR topic, meaning AI for SAP SuccessFactors HCM is built around work faster, work smarter, and work differently. Work faster, meaning reducing friction in everyday processes, embedded AI to make it easy to find information, complete tasks, and take action directly within the flow of work. So it's about simplifying the experience, not adding another tool to your application. Work smarter by helping people make better, more informed decisions, whether it's guiding a recruiter to the best candidate, suggesting learning opportunities, or helping a manager prepare for talent review. AI will deliver the insights needed in a context when they matter the most. This ends with a different way of working by shifting from reactive to proactive ways of working. Through AI agents, teams can collaborate, automate, and act across processes, freeing up time for higher value work and improving both engagement and performance. So this is how success factors evolve from a system of records to a system of intelligence where AI does not replace people, but amplifies what they can do. So it's not only about the AI, it's about these elements within AI and how you as a user experience the value. So today we're going to look at the Joule Assistant, as mentioned before, as an on-demand panel experience that is omnipresent across the suite and embedded generative AI directly in the application, making work faster, more efficient. One of the things that Joule can assist with is so-called AI document grounding. Document grounding is where you upload your HR policies to a central place, for instance, SharePoint, and then we will train Joule on these policies in your context, to your business, to your data. So here's how it works. A user would ask a Joule a question related to his or her organization's HR policies. That could be, I'm taking a government official for dinner. What are the compliance requirements? Then Joule returns an answer based upon information contained in the policy documents previously processed via AI-assisted document grounding, and it will also reference its sources and finally provide a link and an answer to the employee on how Joule will solve their question. So this is an example of where level 1 or frontline support in HR would benefit from AI. These type of questions takes a lot of time. Many people might be involved. You spend time on searching for the exact policy. Here you can simply upload your policies and have AI support employees directly instead. So Joule and document grounding is one of them, and we'll come back to doing a live demo shortly. But we will also have a look at generative AI. So this is one of the more transformative shifts we're seeing in enterprise technology. And unlike traditional AI, which predicts or classifies based on rules and existing data, generative AI creates new text, images, recommendations, and insights. You've probably seen on social media some of these AI-generated videos, and it becomes really, really difficult to tell the difference. So generative AI in a success factors context understands your data and context in your HCM solution. And in HR, this will have a huge impact because you can suddenly start creating job descriptions automatically, preparing performance summaries, or generating learning recommendations. Everything contextualized to your organization's data, tone of voice, and needs. So it's not just about automation, it's also about augmentation. And we'll go in and show you really shortly how this works. So with that said and this introduction, I will go in and do a system demonstration of how this works. The use cases I will show you today is around Joule, so the chatbot and how we can interact with that. It's also the writing assistant, so how can you write job descriptions, give feedback, for instance, to your employee directly in the system, and how can you use AI skills matching when recruiting candidates, and finally generate compensation insights, which is extremely relevant with the EU Pay Transparency Directive and how you work with those data as a manager. So now I will stop sharing and then I will share another window. Then I hope it works. Yes, I hope you see my screen. Great. So I'm logged in as a manager. This is the homepage of SuccessFactors. This is the newly released homepage. Here I can navigate to quick actions such as manage my team, manage my data, request time off, and so forth. I can also see items that needs attention, for instance, remind a team member to complete pending tasks, or recommend links for new hires in onboarding, or complete a learning assignment called Leadership Styles Briefing. I also have organizational updates, and I can explore more down here with a sales meeting in December, and I can also enroll for 2026 benefits. If I click the AI icon up here, Joule, the chatbot will open. And now I can interact either as an employee or a manager with Joule. And imagine I am going to submit my expenses. I need to know my cost center. And instead of navigating to my profile, to the section where I find my cost center, I can simply interact with Joule. So this is in natural language, such as what is my cost center. Joule will then look up the data and return an answer. Your cost center information can be found below. So I am placed in CS 100, Customer Success Operations. Hope this helps. Is there anything else I can do for you? As I'm a manager, I might want to start a recruiting process. Yes, I would like to create a new position in my team. And then Joule will have a look at the positions below me in my team and ask, is the new position similar to an existing one of your direct reports? Yes, please. Sure thing, and then I can select a position and go ahead with that process. I might also want to give feedback. So using the writing assistant, I can either do that via Joule. I want to give Jada feedback. Jada is one of my employees. Could you provide me the details of your feedback? So I can either do this. I can also go to the feedback module and select Jada, who is a sales associate, give feedback. Feedback topic. Okay, so sales conversation with a prospect. What went well? You presented presented our products and strategy in a nice way. Okay, I might want this to be a bit longer. I might want to enhance it using AI. And me as a non-native English speaker, I might want to make it to sound a little more professional. So if I mark the text, I can use the writing assistant and use AI capabilities. So here I can enhance the writing. I can change the tone to be more professional, personable, or constructive, make it shorter, longer, make it bulleted, or analyze text if I want to. Everything is ethically correct, making sure that bias is not taken into consideration when using AI. So AI suggested you effectively presented our products and strategy. Okay, I might want to make it a bit longer. You effectively and clearly presented our products and overall strategy with confidence and professionalism. Well, this I like, and I will apply this. What could I improve? You should be better at presenting PowerPoint slides and not face your back to the audience. This was not good. Okay, so this might not be very well formulated feedback for improvement, so I might want to enhance this with AI. So maybe make it a bit more constructive. Enhance your presentation skills by engaging with the audience and using the slides as a supportive visual aid. Okay, let's apply that. And then I can send this feedback. The same writing assistant can be used in goal creation. When you create goals, you get an AI wizard. Tell us what you want to achieve. I want to increase sales by 20%. And then AI will generate a goal for me, which is based on the smart model. So this is a very good example of how you can work with AI and create efficiency and quality output in your work. So that was Joule, that was generative AI or the writing assistant. I will just show you the compensation insights as a manager as well. So I will go to Jada's profile because I might have a pending salary discussion with Jada and I want to prepare that accordingly as a manager. Go to compensation. I can view Jada's compensation here and see she's paid $28,200 on an annual basis, placed 21% in a cover ratio with a range penetration of minus 114. Okay, let's use generative AI capabilities to prepare for my next compensation discussion. Here, AI will generate insights based on the data available in the system. So the employee has been in the sales job classification since December 31st, 2017, and so forth. It also explains the cover ratio remains at 21% for both years, indicating employee salary is significantly below the midpoint. I can then take this. I have insights, I have talking points, and then accordingly prepare. I can print and take it with me to my meeting with the employees. So instead of spending a lot of time looking into this data, accessing history, maybe trying to understand what compare ratio is, AI will simply generate it for me. I will read and prepare in a faster and more qualitative way. So that was the compensation insights. I will just quickly log out. And then I will log in again as a recruiter for the final AI use case, where we will use generative AI for job description and AI skills matching. So as a recruiter, I can go to the recruiting module. I can go to our job requisition here and manage the job profile. I can manage skills with AI. So AI will suggest skills for this job. I can also enhance the job description using generative AI. Now AI will analyze the request and process the instructions and come up with a proposal of how to manage this. Again, a very good example of how to work with embedded AI instead of going to ChatGPT and putting in data that are not contextualized to your data and tone of voice. I can accept or discard this proposal. The AI skills matching I can find on the candidate section. And I know if you haven't seen success factors before, it might be a bit fast, but then we can help with that as well. And I can see skills compatibility. So here for the candidate called Hannah Martinez, 3 out of 21 skills were matched as part of the candidate profile and CV parsing. I can then view the details and continue the recruiting process accordingly. And time flies when you're having fun, so I will just go back and share my PowerPoint. That would be that one. Yes. And there we go. So we had a look at Joule, the chatbot. We had a look at the writing assistant for feedback and goal creation. We used AI skills matching in recruiting together with generative AI for job descriptions. And we had a look at compensation insights. So with AI, you can create transformative impact and get more done in a complete enterprise context, omnipresent experience across platforms in the way of work and in the flow of work with an unmatched agent-driven efficiency. So business AI breaks down silos between finance, supply chain, HR, and customer operations, where embedded AI agents act as co-pilots, helping employees navigate processes, take action, and deliver results faster and more accurately. So the focus shifts from implementing systems to orchestrating outcomes, improving productivity, compliance, and employee satisfaction simultaneously. So I hope this 30 minutes had some inspiration and maybe you thought of how AI can work with an HR solution that is AI driven and modern. Thank you for your time. Please reach out and happy to connect on LinkedIn and continue the conversation if you feel so. And feel free to book an individual deep dive session today if we have inspired you a bit on how a modern HR solution could look like. So with that, thank you very much. I think right on time. Thank you for your time and feel free to reach out and take care, everyone.